Once we go for the HTML elements, we are going to categorize them into two categories. One category is block elements. Block elements means whenever you close that element, the things will go into the next line. Output will be on the next line. They are called as block elements. So what are such block elements we covered? One such block element is the paragraph tag. That is to define a paragraph. Then we have the H tags, heading H1, H2, and goes up to H6. So they are still block elements. Once you close the relevant tag, the rest will be continuing from the next line. And then the div tag, that is to define a certain section in a document. So this is the lesson for the day, or the work for the day, called as inline elements. Now, once you go for the inline elements, this side I will go for inline elements. That is the opposite. What can be the opposite? Whenever you close one such inline element, output will be continuing along with the same line. It won't go into the next line automatically. Let's go for one such inline element called as B. So this is to bold a given text. I'm going for paragraph, right? So then paragraph will say that Candy is the best city. Then it goes in B. This is one. In this case, I didn't use the B tag yet. If I want to bold this word best, what should I do? I must use the bold tag covering the word best. So I'm going to go for the B tag. Then I'm going to write best. Then from that, the bolding is over. Now I'm continuing to the rest. And is the best city. What would be the rendering, or what would be the output now? We are starting the paragraph. Now this has to be written under the body section, right? Then it says that paragraph is to be started. That is can. Is the no problem. One more thing, since it's a paragraph, there will be a blank line above that. If you have some other text, there's a blank line in between. Okay. Then the word come best, but it won't appear as it is. It is with the bolding. Then we are going to have the word best here. That is with a dark line. I can't draw that in the board here, but I'll show you some demonstration as well as you can try them. It's bold. And the bolding is over from here, whereas the city word comes. Since the B tag, bold tag, is an inline element, city, the text city, is that going into the next line or is that continuing to the same line? That's the point. Once you close the inline element, output will be continued along with the same line. But in the block element, what was the story? When you finish H2, we don't start this first word on the same line. It goes to the next line automatically. This is the main change. And then we have the next one called as city going into the same line. I think you got the idea what inline elements are. So now we'll go to the set of inline tags that we may work with. I will list them down. This is bold. Then this has a closing tag as well. I. What is this doing? I will italic the text. We know in our word processing we do that bolding, italic, underlining. So these to underline the text. Tag called as big. This is also an inline tag. What is this doing? This is also having the closing tag big. You can write this in capital, simple, mix, no problem. What is the situation? That will make the text little bit bigger than the ordinary text. Now, when you go to the normal paragraph, we have a text. And in front of that, in between that, we go for big. So this particular text will get a little bit bigger than the ordinary text size. Not very big, but it's a little bit highlighted, so it's in a little bit big text. So then we can write another one called as strong. It is similar to the bold tag. So it makes the text or the line of the text a little bit stronger. With a thicker border, the text will be written. So similar to bold, we have the other one called as small. Ne? Yes, we have another tag called as small. What will it do then? Makes the text a little bit smaller than the ordinary text. Opposite of this. Called as stripe. That's also having the closing tag stripe. That will make the text, or that will draw a stripe against the word. So you can see them as a certain removed or cut text. So this is the reaction if you use stripe. Soup, S-U-P. And we have the closing S-U-P. This will make the text superscript. Our 3 goes for 8. What is the superscript here? Here this 3 becomes a superscript. So it is going a little bit above the ordinary position. Next one is some. Still it has the closing tag. Now you know what it is. It makes the text subscript. What is the subscript? Supernum above, subnum below. It's hanging to the ordinary text. Then H2O. Then this 2 is hanging. So this becomes a subscript in this outcome. So then these are some basic inline elements that we may use in our document. We have a tag called as HR. This is not having any closing tag. It has no closing tag. That's the point. No closing tag or no closing element. Then at any place, if you write HR in the document, that may create a horizontal line. So I want this to be executed. I want this to be rendered. Then when I am rendering this, this is what we see. Paragraph, close in the paragraph. So from there to here, it will be one paragraph. Fine. Then under the output, we have first line. Then after that, we have HR. What will be the reaction from HR if this it does? It creates a horizontal line. Is that from this point, or is that starting from the next line? That is starting from. It won't leave blank lines. So first line, then we have space. But that space is not used to draw the line. Instead, it goes to the next line and draw the horizontal line. So that horizontal line goes from the, it consumes the full width of the web browser. So that's the performance by HR. Then after that, we have rest of the para. Then what happens? Is this rest of the para continue from the horizontal line itself or goes to the next line? Why? We don't have some more space parallel to the horizontal line. It consumes the full width of the web browser. Full width is consumed. Therefore, we have to go to the text from the next line onwards. No blank lines are left. A special tag we use, which is starting a horizontal line across the web browser. Similar to that, we have another special tag, I'll reach that here, called as BR tag. This is also not having any closing tag. HR, BR, now they are just like rhyming. So no closing tag. That's the rest into the next line. So we simply call it as line break. It adds a line break. I'll show you an example. I had the same coding, first line. Now this is a paragraph now. First line, the rest of the paragraph. If it is like this is in one line. The same paragraph starting to the end, no problem. Then though there are many more spaces, will they be available in the output? We did that. Then if this is the code, what is output? No BR, no HR is used. Then what is output? First line, the rest of the para. Isn't that? If the width is not enough, the para will go to the next line since the web browser has no space to display. Here, many spaces are there. Will they be maintained here as well? No. Why? HTML is not preserving white spaces. I told it. No white spaces are preserved. If you want to keep the white spaces, what is the element we use? Pre. We did it. The moment say that I'm going to apply BR somewhere here. That is acting like line break. It doesn't have any closing tag. Whenever you see the BR, we come here first line and there's a BR. What is the reaction from that one? It says that move your output to the next line. So take the rest after the BR into the next line. Breaking the line. Current line is broken from BR into the next line. Right? If it is the case, what can be the output? Here we have first line. Then we have BR. Is that to say that continue or go to the next line? Go to the next line. But we don't leave a blank space in between that. This is not P. Blank line will be maintained only in paragraphs. Here this is not starting a paragraph, but within the paragraph. Then no blank line, the rest of the paragraph. Now you are clear, right? So then this will act as a line break. Whenever you want to break the line, you go for the BR tag. Don't worry about centering. We'll learn how to center them later. If the attribute h1 is given, will it automatically comes to the center? No, it won't come to the center. We have to do it purposely. I want this. Right. So likewise, if you have doubts, let me know. Right. Then I started my paragraph. My school is. So my school is. Then after that, ABC school is in bold text. Then what should I do? Include the bold tag. So check whether you did it. B. Right. Then I write the text to be continued. ABC school. Right. Then I finish my bolding here. That means there's a full stop. I'll keep that full stop as well. Then still the paragraph is continuing. So I don't want to close my paragraph. Then if I want, I can increase the width of this notepad. I think you all can see the notepad I'm typing here. Then it is in. Now the next thing is, it is, since the space is not enough, I go to the next line here. I went to the next line with the notepad. Is that to say that in the browser, the things will be in the next line? No, in the browser, if you want to send the things to the next line, we have to have the BR tag. But now it's not, we'll see. It is in, then Colombo comes with strike. So what should I do? STRIK. Then I write Colombo. Shouldn't I close that here? Yes, if I didn't close it, what happens? This strike will continue to the rest. We'll do those experiments as well. Strike. Right, here we have strike, Colombo, close strike. Then Candy is there. Do you see that Candy text is bold and underlined? No, bold and italic planted. So there are two tags used in it. Then how to do that? Then as soon as I close the strike at the Colombo word, then I have to start another opening tag. I have to go for another opening tag, that is bolding. Is that enough, or should I include the italic as well? I have to include the italic as well. Fine. Then I may include the text candy, starting from capitals. Right. Now, soon after finishing that, I have to close those tags. Now, another problem. I think I told this. Whenever I have two tags open, which tag is closed first? Told it. Lastly open one has to be closed first. Then I have to close I tag at first, and then close B tag. So capitalization is not a matter. So I leave that candy part, and then I go for district. So that sentence is over. So for the moment, I'll try this. Now you see that in my coding, I wrote district on the next line. Is that to say that my output will be on the next line? No, right? This is just the code. When you run this, it may render according to the codes given here. We'll try. This is my Chrome. Now I can refresh this, so the updates will be there. Now you see that my school is ABC is bold, and the rest will be continuing on the same line. It is in Colombo is striped. Candy goes with bolding and underlining, and then district comes on the same line. All line the same line. Why? In my web browser, I have the I have more width, more it's more wider, so we can include many more words onto the same line. But I think that's clear to you. Then I may continue to the rest. Then I have to go to the next line. It has two main sections. Then if I am to go to the next line, what is the code I have to use? BR, line break. This one is not a beginning of a paragraph. It's going into the next line only. Right. Then I can continue that. It has number two main sections named as R. You see that primary word is a little bit big. Then what is a tag? I go to the next line. Big. Right. Then the text primary, and from that the big is over. And so and is outside the big. You see that, right? Primary and is the ordinary size. Therefore, I have to close big from the place where we finish the word primary. And then I have to start secondary again as a big text. So starting big and writing it as secondary. Fine. Then that big is over from that point. So closing the big. So these are inline elements available in the same line itself. Right. Now what is the next thing? In the output, I observe a horizontal line across the browser. What is that then? HR. So for the moment, I'll just render this and see before going for the horizontal line. What should it be? Now this is output. Because of my line break, this goes to the next line, and to main, this is in big text, and second is also in big text. Now I won't have a horizontal line. What should I do? Just type the tag HR. Then if I run this, you see that on the next line there will be a full horizontal line appears. So that's not continuing to the current line. Even after finishing that, the rest of the text will come from the next line onwards. Right. Now, according to the output, what should I generate? We learn chemicals. So then it's not another paragraph, so I can continue to the same paragraph still, telling that we learn chemicals. Chemicals is italic as well as underline. Then italic as well as underline. Then in starting, you can start them in any order. First, you can start from underline, then you can go for italic. But when closing, be careful to follow the order. Then I write it as chemicals. Now, since I opened them in this order, first I have to close underlining, and then I am closing italic. Chemicals like, right? Then there's a formula. Now, how can I insert that formula? Here you see that the letter H, capital H, is an ordinary text, but 2 is a subscript that is hanging. I erase it, okay? Then in my coding, I may go to the next line, that's clear. Then H comes as it is, but 2 should be a subscript. Then what should I do? Sub. And then write 2. This subscript is applied only for the value 2. Therefore, I'm closing that at this moment, sub. Right. Then S comes without having any subscript or superscript. Then O is also there. Then the 4 goes with a subscript. Right. Now I'll see how my output comes in the web browser. I think this method is okay for you. Right. After the horizontal line, we learn chemicals underline. So can I zoom this?
Battery.
Now you can see this clearly, right? Then we learn chemicals like H2SO4. Then if I'm going back to my output, after that we go to maths on the next line, but there's a blank line. If so, this math should be a new paragraph. That is that earlier paragraph finishes from this H2SO4. Then I came to H2SO4. Now I'm closing the first paragraph and starting the next paragraph to say that maths. So I'll go to the next line. Then my code will be a bit neat. Right. Now that paragraph begins with maths. That's a bold and big text. So I go for bold as well as big. Then I write maths. Closing, which should be closed at first? Big to bold, big. And then I am closing bold, right? Then that formatting is over. Then I can continue to the rest. Equations like they are ordinary. Then 4 squared. I'll go to the next line. 4 is okay. Squared is sub or sup. Superscript. Then 2. Then superscript is over. Equal sign is a normal text, not a superscript. So I have to close this superscript. Close sup. Then I write equal. Now 16. That's ordinary. No need to have any other thing. Then from that point I can finish that paragraph. Right. If I am to run this, it should give me the expected outcome. Right. So there's a blank line in between these, so you see that. And maths is bold and big. Equations like 4 squared equals 16. This is the coding where I did in order to get the output I gave. Right. Right. Now I'll give this as another job for you to do, but not now. Right. Try that later. So take a screenshot here of this. And I want you to get this code. So take this screenshot. And I want to do some decoration on it. When I say paragraph, it creates a paragraph. Sometimes I want the text color available in the paragraph in different colors. Sometimes I want to have the alignment into a left or right or different alignment. If I write just P, it comes with the default settings of P. We can change the default settings of the main element, main tag, into the way we want. Right? We have the body section, closing the body, and then closing the HTML part. Now, once you narrate your HTML code like this, the body section of your web browser, the output comes as fully white, pure, neat environment. But I want the body section of the web browser to appear in blue color. Then my text will be on black color, so a little bit different than the basic settings. So that what I have to do is I have to say that start HTML, start the body part, but make my body with the blue color text. So then what can I do is I may add an attribute into it. So the attribute comes at the opening tag. Now this is the opening body tag. This is a closing body tag. Attributes you use are written under the opening body tag. Right. So then I want to use an attribute for the body tag, which is used at the opening tag. So I write it like body. Then the attributes are written with a space. We leave a space, and then we write the attribute that should be applied into this body element. So since I want to change the background color of the entire body into blue, I write it like VG color. In HTML, the color comes with COLOR, American English, not COLOUR. We people are used to write COLOUR, but that's not valid. We have to write that COLOR. Get used to that. Then I'm going to say that equals blue. Then I'm closing the, I'm having that greater than sign. So now this whole thing becomes the starting of the body tag, opening tag, where I have the attribute and with a space. Next thing is, this is the attribute. I will label this as the attribute. And whenever you write an attribute at the opening tag, not only in body, even in our table tag, paragraph tag, we can include attributes. And whenever you have the attribute, definitely that particular attribute must be equal to the value of that attribute. Every attribute has to be assigned with a value. Without having this, it's not working. Definitely the attribute has to be assigned into a value. That's a must. Right. I told you that the double quotes has to be used in our attribute value. That is mandatory. That's not essential. But this is essential when your attribute value comes with more than one word. Now this is blue. It's okay. Blue is one word. But if your value is more than one, say that we are going to set a certain font, just like Times New Roman. Times New Roman. It's not valid for the BG color. That's my value. This is it more than one word. Now double quotes is a must. If not, it won't work. That's the place where the double quotes is essential. But for the benefit, I told you that use double quotes in any case, then no problem at all.